Alright beauties, I know y'all have seen this before, but this is my dresser that has Complexione products, then blush, bronzer, and highlight. I will go ahead and tell you I did forget to record this prior to the declutter, so this is all I have left after the declutter. So you guys will see that whole process. That's blushes. And then we have the bronzers, and that is all I kept of my bronzers as well, you guys. So I freaking nailed this, yo. I was cutthroat, honey, okay? And highlighters will be tomorrow. That's gonna be a hard one for me. So that's it. Enjoy the declutter. I love you, beauties.
Hey, beauties! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another day of Derissmas. Today, we're continuing our declutter series. All right, beauties, before we dive in, please don't forget to thumbs up the video if you like what you see. Subscribe down below if you have not yet, and turn on your post notifications so that maybe YouTube will let you know when I upload a new video. Today's video is all about blushes and bronzers. Again, I have more makeup than any one person will ever need in their lifetime, but this is my job and I take it very seriously. Also, I've purchased everything myself or it has come from swap sister boxes, gifting, etc. So we're gonna dive on in. I'm gonna try to hurry y'all. I know yesterday's video was long. I do apologize, but y'all know what I say. If this gets too long for you, grab them tacos and tequila, your fruitcake, banana bread, cookies, potato candy. Have you had potato candy? I'm going to be making some. It's amazing. And sit back and relax. Enjoy the show. We're going to start over here with the blushes, and you would have already seen the picture and how many I have. So I'm going to try to go as quickly as I can. We're going to start with this little tray right here first, and I'm going to go quick. So, first up is this J.Cat Love Struck Blusher Bronzer. I am going to hold on to this. I have not tried it yet, so I do want to try the quality out and see how it is. I don't think I've opened it. Yeah, I haven't even opened it yet, so we'll keep this. Next up is my Avon Blush of Hope Radiant Blush. This is a stunning, stunning blush. It is kind of light, as you can see. It's just like kind of a light wash of color, but I do like it. I do like the radiance, and it feels really, really beautiful on the skin as well. I don't typically kind of go this pink, but I feel like when I bronze up and then use this, just the luminous quality that it has to it, stunning. Moving right along, I don't even know if I've used this either. This is the Only Blush by Gigi Gorgeous. We're going to open it and see. Okay, I think I maybe swatched it, or maybe I've used it one time. I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. As pretty as it is, again, you guys know I go more like peachy terracotta shades. I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one. Next up, one of my holy grails, definitely not getting rid of it, is the Ofra and Madison Miller All You Need Is Love blush. Again, it's that beautiful, soft formulation, looks beautiful on the skin, doesn't look heavy or thick, doesn't dry my skin out, and of course, it's a peachy color, so yes, please. Same thing with this e.l.f. one. You guys, e.l.f. was kicking ass and taking names this year. They came out with some phenomenal, phenomenal products. I tried a lot of products from e.l.f., of course, drugstore products, drugstore pricing, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is the Primer Infused Blush. Again, that very soft kind of peachy terracotta shade. I absolutely love this. I think it's stunning, and the shade in this is Always Cheeky. That's so cute. Next up is my Nomad Around the World Positano Sunrise Blush. This is the one that I have raved about and raved about and raved about. That is very similar to NARS Orgasm, but it actually works and has pigment. Again, it's kind of more pink than I typically go, but kind of the same way with the Avon one. Just the beautiful luminous quality that it has, and then when I bronze up and then place this on it, it's stunning, you guys. I mean, it's gorgeous, you guys. Absolutely stunning. So definitely keeping that. Next up is my Ofra and Madison Miller Little Trio. I think we got this in BOXYCHARM, Ipsy. I am going to pass this along. I have a million Ofra highlighters, and this blush, again, is kind of leaning more pinky, and it's not always my cup of tea. I don't even think I think I swatched this one right here, so I've never used it. I am going to pass that along. Next up is my Colorette Blush Trio from Alamar Cosmetics. I absolutely love them. Another indie brand. They are also cruelty-free. And it's peaches. Of course, this one's kind of more neutral, leaning softer pink, but both of these are that nice kind of soft peachy, corally shades that I love. Again, it has a slight luminescent quality to it. They look beautiful on the skin. My cup of tea. I love them. So keeping. Next up is another holy grail. It is my Serafina blush from Juvia's Place. Again, another indie brand, and again, a more kind of orangey, peachy, terracotta type of shade. Again, it has the softest little bit of a luminous quality to it. It lasts all day on the skin. Very, very rich in pigment. Fantastic, fantastic formula. Next up is my Mally Mix It Up Blush Palette. I am going to go ahead and declutter this. It's 8 million years old, and it's really, really hard for me to get in because I don't use this shade right here. It's really hard for me to kind of get a brush into these shades to just kind of use them separately. But it is heavily pigmented. It's beautiful on the skin. It lasts a long time, but it is getting older, and I don't really use it that much, so she got to go. Next up is my Pretty Vulgar blush. This was Make Them Blush Hush Blush. We got this again in like BOXYCHARM or something like that. And the pigmentation here is just kind of light, and I don't feel like the staying power is there. So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along as well. Next up, oh, I was so sad by this, you guys. It is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Dim Infusion. Luckily, I got this on sale or I would have been pissed. I'm just going to say that. Component is gorgeous. I will say that as well. The actual product itself is very, very pretty. But, where's it at? Where? I'll wait. Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if this is the way this is supposed to be, and it's meant to just give you a little luminous something, but it does not show up on my skin at all. So for that reason, she's got to go. Next up, I'm pretty sure I have 2 of these because I got one myself when they were on sale for like $10. And then Christine, FabFitMama, hey girl, hey, she also sent me one. So I have 2 of the Kylie Close to Perfect blushes. I love the components. And again, it is that really pretty kind of soft peachy shade that I really, really like. I will say I don't feel like it's as long lasting on the skin, and it's not kind of as rich in pigment as I like it to be. This is going to be beautiful for winter time though. But I am going to go ahead and declutter. I think I never even touched this. Maybe I swatched it because I forgot I had this. So keeping one, decluttering the other. Next up, the hype is for real. We're real with this one right here. The Patrick Ta blush, which is actually what I have on my face right now. This is the Patrick Ta blush, and do we know her? Beautiful, compact. They are fairly pricey, but it does have a beautiful, very deep kind of peachy terracotta shade cream blush, and then a softer peach powder blush. This powder blush, you guys, it's stunning. This formulation is one of the softest feeling, most silky, kind of buttery feeling blushes I've ever felt. It's a beautiful, beautiful formula. If you are in the market for a higher end blush, I highly, highly recommend. Next up is this little Jouer palette. It is the Rose Gold Blush Duo with Marigold and Rose Petal. The packaging is Gouajois. I honestly think I only used it one time, and I only used this one right here. Again, they're leaning kind of more, you know, mauve-y, pinky, and that's just not my vibes. Also, they're kind of light, so I'd rather pass it along to a home, okay, that's really gonna love and enjoy it. So she's got to go. However, Jouer, their highlights, y'all, incredible. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up is my ColourPop blush in Crossroads. The damn components on these, you guys, these are so hard to open. I say this all the time. The ones that are made like this, I hate them. I do ColourPop. ColourPop, get closer. ColourPop. ColourPop. You gotta change the packaging. Some people may have dexterity issues. Some people can't get into these components. They are quite hard to get into. But I really do love this shade. Again, it's very, very soft. It has that nice luminous quality that I really like about a blush. So I am going to hold on to this. I really do like it. I don't feel like the staying power is there in the way that some of the other ones I've talked about. You know, they have really good staying power. That's not one of them, but I do like it. Next up is my Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. That is what it looks like. It is a beautiful marbled baked blush. This feels so soft on the skin, you guys. And again, I know a lot of people don't like a kind of luminous or a shimmery blush. I love them, and I also love that in my bronzer. I am going to keep this. I think it's beautiful. Staying power is there. The blendability is beautiful. The saturation of color is beautiful. These are my vibe. Again, you guys, everything that I'm showing you is based on what works for my skin type. Me having textured skin, more mature skin, and dry dehydrated skin. Anything I can do to kind of offer myself some luminosity to the skin that doesn't accentuate texture, things like that, I'm all for it, so keeping. Next up is this little Too Faced Peach My Cheeks Melting Powder Blush. I am going to go ahead and declutter this because I have not really used it a whole lot. It smelled really, really nice when I first got it, and it doesn't smell like that now. I think I've had it for well over a year, but it was a really, really, yeah, it's kind of hard. It was a really, really beautiful product, blended well into the skin, lasted a long time on the skin. Very subtle, but also very, very beautiful. But I am going to actually toss this. Obviously, it's a cream product. I can't sanitize it, so she's going over here. Next up, we have this little Believe Beauty blush. This is the shade Tropical Sunset. It is a cream blush in a beautiful orangey peachy shade. Very, very rich in color and pigment. Lasts all day on the skin. However, it smells really, really bad. Like, it smells like old crayons, maybe old crayons in plastic. So only for that reason, if it didn't smell like this, you guys, it's so damn beautiful. I'm on the hunt for another one very similar to this that doesn't smell like ass. So I'm gonna toss it. I'm so sorry. Next up is this little Too Faced little duo called Apricot in the Act. And it looks like this. I'm going to declutter this for the sole reason that it's really hard to get my brush in here to get one or the other product. Smells nice, pigmentation's nice and stuff like that. I like it, but it's really hard for me to use, so passing it along. Next up is this Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush in a purple haze. I used this for like a purple monochromatic look like 2 years ago, so we're going to toss her too because I'm pretty sure it's old and probably has hard pan. Yeah, slightly. It's not terrible. But this was really, really pretty. I'm going to tell you though, unless you have pretty fair skin, it doesn't really show up too much. So we're going to go ahead and toss that as well. Next up, this is new to me, but this is one of the new e.l.f. Bite Size Duos. This is the White Peach one. So it has the highlight and of course a peachy, orangey, terracotta-ish blush. Gonna keep it, gonna try it out. Let me know if you have tried them. The little mini eye quads are fantastic, so keeping. Next up is this little mini Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Blush in the shade Grace from Rare Beauty. I am also gonna keep the other one that I have from her. This is stunning, you guys, beautiful. I raved about this. This and the lip balm were like standouts. They were hits for me. Also the concealer out of that stuff, but love these. Definitely keep it. Next up is the Benefit Rockateur. And again, it's just okay. It's not very deep in color. It doesn't offer a whole lot of pigmentation on the skin, and it leans more kind of pinky, mauvey. So I'm going to pass that along. Next up is California by Benefit, one of my all-time favorites. Woo, yeah, yeah. Very soft, very, very pigmented. It doesn't last as long on the skin, I will tell you that, but look how beautiful that color is. Again, peachy. You know, yeah, you get the point. I'm keeping that for sure. Okay, ColourPop Land, the Jolly Super Shock Cheek. I'm keeping this. It has a beautiful luminous quality to it. Again, it smells delicious and I like it a lot. The only thing I will say about these, even with the Super Shock eyeshadows, they tend to dry out pretty quickly. So I definitely suggest when you do get one, try to use it within like a 2 to 3 month time frame. Other than that, you're golden. Next up, I used the hell out of this when we first got it in Ipsy, I think. It's the Ciate London Date Night Blush. That is what it looks like. I am keeping this. It's super, super soft. It has a really pretty, again, luminous quality to it. I don't feel like it lasts all day on the skin, and you guys know that's super important to me, but it's really beautiful nonetheless. Next up is this number 7 blush in Peach Velvet. That is what it looks like. I don't think I've tried this yet, so I'm going to hold on to it because I do want to test the formulation and because my girl Kate gave it to me, honey. Next up, I have this Tarte blush in Party. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. I've barely used it, and I've had it for a little while, so we'll go ahead and declutter this. I'm doing good on the blushes, y'all. I'm proud of myself. Holy hell. Next up is the Note blush in Desert Rose. I actually went through an entire one of these and then bought this off of Mercari, of course. And my Mercari link is always down below. It is, again, a beautiful kind of dusty terracotta shade. Very, very soft. Again, one of the ones kind of like Patrick Ta that feels like silk. It almost feels like it's a cream. Absolutely beautiful. Does have staying power. Love. Cannot rave enough about that. I'm going to kind of put both of these together with this collection with the blushes slash bronzers, but they are the little Tarte like 9 Ways to Shine. It had 3 of these. I gave the deeper one away. But you kind of flip it up, and then it has a highlight, a blush, and then like a contour bronzer type shade. Let me see what the other one looks like, because I don't really like the blush in this one, but I like the highlighter. And then again, has the highlighter, and then a blush, and then like a shimmery blush at the top. I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold on to both just because I'm indecisive, and then I'll decide later. Is that okay? All right, moving along. All right, next up, and we're almost done blush, y'all. We're almost done. I'm rocking and rolling. I have the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush and Highlight Palette. I got this on hella clearance. I think I'm gonna declutter it. It's beautiful. It's stunning. The packaging is fantastic, nice and heavy. You can tell that it's a luxe product, but the highlights that are in here, you guys, you can see these are more like glitter topper-ish type of highlights, and you guys know that is not my vibe. Yeah, I don't see myself really reaching for this. I would maybe go right here to this one, but why am I going to keep this entire palette for maybe 1 or 2 shades? So I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. Next up is this Becca, Chloe, and Malika, the BFF Bronze, Blush, and Glow palette. Also got this on crazy sale, maybe $6 or $9. It is a beautiful damn formula. I'm going to keep it. Very reminiscent of kind of like how the Hourglass ones are, but this actually offers at least some level of pigmentation, unlike that blush from Hourglass. So I am going to keep it. I think it's beautiful. Next up is my BH Cosmetics Blushing in Bali 6-color blush and highlight palette. So that is what it looks like. That is the little unit carton. So that is what it looks like. I think I'm honestly going to declutter this too. I literally only swatched 2 of these shades, and I really haven't touched it since then, and you guys can obviously see I have a lot. I'm really trying to be cutthroat. My goal, honestly, is to get rid of almost half, or at least, you know, a third of my makeup through this declutter series, so she got to go. Next up is my little Tarte little clutch thing that I have, and it's kind of like a little book of like bronzer slash blushes. It has like card slots and stuff like that. You can stick your phone in here. I think it was super cool. I am going to hold on to this. I really do love Tarte products. Obviously, I have quite a few Tarte products. And I think it's so pretty. So I'm going to hold on to that. Next up is my Hourglass, the Ambient Lighting Edit Ghost. And this has kind of like your little soft powders, blushes, and kind of a bronzer shade. I love this. Again, not the most heavily pigmented, but I really do like this for softer days. These powders right here are absolutely stunning. Again, I am someone that really likes a kind of lit from within type of look, and this offers that. I absolutely think that this is 100% worth the money. It is expensive. I did get it on sale last year, so I'm gonna try to use it up. I really do like this a lot. Next up, I just got this in my BOXYCHARM, I believe. It is the Iconic London Blaze Chaser Face Palette. And that is what it looks like. I did kind of play around with it just for a couple minutes that night when I first got it, and it is beautiful. The formulation feels super buttery soft, and they are, you know, more my vibe. So I am going to hold on to this and try to get some use out of this. All right, we are rocking and rolling. We are on our way to our bronzes and contours dwelling. This is brand new to me. I just got it when I came out. This is the Alamar Complexion Trio. I did get the medium one, and it has I'm Woke, Solterra, and Always Summer in it. So it has kind of like a deeper bronzy contour, a more medium shade, and then something like a highlight shade, under eye shade, things like that. Again, their formula is beautiful. Another indie brand that I really enjoy. So I'm absolutely going to hold on to this because, haven't even used it yet. Next up, also something we got in BOXYCHARM. Have I mentioned before, if I didn't have BOXYCHARM and stuff, I wouldn't have shit? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that. It is the Park Ave Princess, like chisel palette. I honestly don't even think I've used this either. It is stunning, you guys. That packaging, beautiful. So you open it up, and of course you can see it goes from lighter to darker. You can chisel, contour, you can highlight, things like that. It smells amazing. I love their formulation. Their face products are fantastic, so I will absolutely be holding on to this. Next up is my Lovecraft Beauty Bronzer Palette, and it has Cymbeline, Saniva, and Aditya. That is what it looks like. And it has, again, kind of a like more light to medium and deep. I think I only swatched this, but I haven't actually tested it out yet. So I would like to keep it and get an idea of the quality and stuff like that. I haven't tried anything from Lovecraft. If you have, let me know. So, of course, I'm going to hold on to that just because, duh, I haven't tried it yet. Next up is my Morphe Glamour Bronze in Megastar. I used the absolute shit out of this last summer. I really do like it. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter it as much as I did like it, only because I have not used it in a little while, and clearly I have plenty. So I'm going to declutter it for those reasons. Next up is an OG from BOXYCHARM, I'm pretty sure, but it is the Perfector Face Palette in light to medium from Cover Effects. I'm pretty sure everybody on the planet has one. You can also get these on Mercari, my link's down below, for very cheap. But it is a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I have used it a lot. It is stunning. I am going to hold on to it. I kind of wish this wasn't as pinky as it is, but these powders and stuff are beautiful. They last all day on the skin. They blend out well, so I really, really like this palette. If you can go on Mercari and find you one for $8 or $10, I recommend. Next up, y'all, I may cry. Get some tissues. This is my OG Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. It is old as dirt, and this is what she looks like. I absolutely love this palette. I used it for a very, very long time, obsessed with it, and then I recently got this one from the Boxy pop-up, so of course I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and finally toss it, but I am replacing it, of course, with this one. We're going to put this in the trash pile. This is updated packaging. Who knew? And that is what it looks like. So I am going to let you guys know, is this the same? Is the quality better or worse? You get the idea. Next up is my Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bitch Face face palette. I love their stuff. It's, again, kind of very kitschy the way that Glam Light is, and they have a very specific aesthetic, and it's very kind of classic, vintage inspired. Love, 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 love their theming. This is a beautiful mother-freaking palette. I feel like it could be used for so many different skin tones. Again, I've only played with it like once, I think, but I really did like it, and I'm interested and intrigued to try it some more and kind of test the wearability, things like that. Next up, I was so upset by this, but I think I got the wrong one. I'm not sure. But this is the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan in the shade Tantastic. I cannot tell y'all how long I wanted this, okay? This is why I purchased this last summer, because Mama couldn't afford this. But then it was on clearance. So guess what? Mama was like, well, bitch, I'm going to go ahead and get it. It's on clearance. And, you know, I'm a clearance hoe. It was disappointing. The packaging and stuff is really, really nice. But it's so light. It's called Tantastic. I don't know if it was just me, y'all, but it barely shows up on my skin. I may hold on to it. I think I'm going to keep it right here where I do my makeup at, and I'm going to test it out, you know, with lighter skin. But I think I'm going to go ahead and test it out one more time, and then if not, I'm honestly just going to declutter. It does smell nice. I will tell you, it feels very, very nice quality. It is very satiny and silk-like, but where's the pigment? Where's the Tantastic? Yeah, I'm quite disappointed in this. Next up is my Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this only because a couple of these are starting to hit hard pan. As you can see, I used the shit out of this. And it has a cream contour, a cream product in here. I cannot sanitize this. I may honestly just try to take this out, and then I can sanitize this part and give it to like one of my sisters or my mom or somebody. But this I feel like is just getting old. It doesn't smell the way that it used to smell, and the texture looks a little bit off as well. And then of course these are both getting hard pan. And hard pan is not the end of the world, you guys, at all, but I can tell you these are a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous formula. Again, I love Tarte face products. I think they have fantastic quality face products. Yeah, but if you get hard pan, squirreling, if you do get hard pan, again, take a piece of tape, set it across it, pull it off, or you can take a firm brush and gently go across it. It'll take it off for you. So yeah, I'm going to declutter this as well. Y'all, I'm doing good. Woo! Proud of myself, y'all. I am proud of myself. All right. NARS Laguna, love it, just got it. Definitely impressed by the level of pigmentation and staying power here versus the NARS Orgasm Blush. Anyways, next up is this little Too Faced Pineapple Sun Strobing Bronzer. Kind of the same premise as the other one. I did use this a lot, but it's really hard to kind of get into one shade or the other. And then when you mix it up together, it's kind of a little almost too glowy for me. And y'all know Mama likes to glow. So I am going to go ahead and toss this. Next up is this Auto Balm Girl Powder Cheeks on the Go. I am going to go ahead and declutter this. I only used it one time. Again, I prefer just a more peachy, you know, orangey. You get the idea. So I'm going to declutter that. Next up is the Too Faced Bronzed Peach Melting Powder. Almost kind of like the exact thing over here with the blush. Same thing. I've had it for a little while. I did kind of get in there though. It is really, really beautiful. It has this beautiful kind of gold striations going through it. It is lovely on the skin. But again, it's a cream product. I've had it for a while, so I'm actually going to toss this. Next up, this little Lisa Frank thing that was supposed to come out that never came out. A lot of people spent a lot of money on it. Don't know how I really feel about this. Never touched it, never used it, just was collecting it. So we're just going to put it to the side. Next up is the Ofra Bronzer in Americano. I use this all summer long. I absolutely love it. I love the shade of it. I love that it's super, super soft. Again, has a slight luminous quality to it. Lasts all day on the skin. Ofra, again, is another company that has beautiful, beautiful highlights, like face products and stuff like that. Next up, Mented Cosmetics Beach Bum Bronzer. We already know how much I love this. Like love. Like love, love, love. So that's not going anywhere. Okay. Fantastic formulation. Blends out beautifully, but can also be built up. It doesn't stick in one place and like get weird and muddy. It lasts all day on the skin. It's such a beautiful color. I cannot say enough. I love it. This is the e.l.f. Forever Sun Kiss. This is also a primer infused product like the blush. Again, I'm going to keep this. I really, really enjoyed it this summer. Again, very, very soft. It doesn't last on the skin quite as long, but for a what, $4 or $5 product, $8 product, definitely worth it. And I really do enjoy it. This one I said I was going to get rid of in my last declutter, and I didn't get rid of it because I really loved it so much back then. But it was the Lime Light. I think now Lime Life. I don't know. I don't know if they're even a company anymore. But it was this little bronzer right here. And I used the heck out of this when I very first got it, as you can see. It is by this point now at least 2 to 3 years old. So I am actually going to toss it this time. If y'all ever see this again, listen closely, comment, and tell me to throw the damn thing away. Moving along. Next up is this little BH Cosmetics Brilliance Bronzer Satin Finish and Golden Gal. I think that's the cutest little name. I'm not going to keep this. It is really pretty, but it's almost too soft, and it kind of just withers away to nothingness, you guys. It doesn't offer much pigmentation at all, and it doesn't last long on the skin. Again, it's affordable, so kind of take that with a grain of salt. If you take into consideration that it is drugstore pricing, then maybe that's not something that's going to bother you. You guys already know, I don't care if it's $3, $30, whatever. Staying power is up at the top of what is important to me in makeup products. So I am going to put that in the declutter pile. Next up is this W7 Hollywood Bronze and Glow. I don't even think I've used this yet. If I did, I only swatched it. And I don't remember how I felt. I think, honestly, I'm going to declutter this as well. It is really, really pretty. But I have others that I really, really like a whole lot more. So I'm going to pass that along as well. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. We got a couple more. A couple more. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Let me pull these few over here. Oh yeah, we're in the home stretch, y'all. We got this. All right. We have the Too Faced Natural Lust Bronzer Satin Dual Tone Bronzer. It's so pretty. I got it on sale at Marshall's for very, 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 very inexpensive. It's absolutely stunning, you guys, but damn it all to hell. This part right here, beautiful, comes right off. This part right here, you got to dig and 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 dig, and you still don't get anything. I don't know if that's probably why they put it on clearance and why they sent it to Marshall's. Yes, Derissmas, it is. Yeah, I may see if somebody just wants this. I know I can't sell this because, look, somebody's going to get this and be like, bitch, why doesn't it work? Because it is so hard pressed in this pan. You cannot get any out. So for that reason, she got to go. Next up One of my new finds, I really love this. It is the Glam Light, a little like graham cracker s'mores palette. It's the little trio that has chocolate, marshmallows, and graham cracker. This is absolutely beautiful on the skin. This is really, really pretty. This is not my cup of tea. Y'all know that. I do not like white, icy highlighters. However, it's really pretty for brow bone, inner corner. These two, though, work beautifully on my skin, and I really, really love this palette a lot, so we're keeping that. Next up is my Revolution Ultra Bronze. Again, very, very affordable, massive, massive pan, y'all. I mean, look, I'm a big bitch. That's a big pan. I really like this. Again, it doesn't really last as long on the skin, and it can kind of blend away into nothingness. But I think for days where I just want a little something, where I literally will take doll parts from Rubber Rouge Labs and put it in my crease, throw on mascara, that's this time. You know what I mean? Take a little bit of this, lightly bronze up my skin, and just go. So I am going to hold on to it. Also, I like to at least have a couple drugstore options as well to show you guys. Next up is this Tarteist Contour Pro Kit. I've had this for a very long time. I think I probably should have decluttered this last declutter. Yeah. So you can see, again, like I said, I really, really love Tarte products, but I've definitely used this a lot. And it's time to go. They have a fantastic, fantastic formula, but as you can see, I've kept a lot. There is no cream product in here. Only one shade kind of has a little bit of hard pan, so I think I can probably pass this along to a friend. Okay, this is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil, one of my holy grails, along with the Mensa Cosmetics one. I absolutely love this bronzer. It is starting to get a little bit of hard pan, which makes me sad because it's actually not that old. But I really do love the luminous quality, again, that it has. It's so beautiful on the skin. I really love this. This and the Sun Bunny. I actually prefer Sun Bunny more. Do I want to declutter this? Shit. I'm going to declutter it. I'm trying to be cutthroat. It's going. It's going. Next up is the Nomad Kiss of Sun Bronze and Contour Powder in Manly Beach. I really, really love this little contour right here. Again, it's super soft, very, very buttery. This one right here does offer a good amount of pigment. As you see, good color payoff, and it does last a long time on the skin, which is important, so keeping. Speaking of Sun Bunny, here's a very old Too Faced Sun Bunny. This was my favorite and my holy grail for years, you guys. I cannot tell you how many of these I have repurchased. But we can see, obviously, it is old. It's starting to it's starting to get hard pan. But it's so damn pretty. Again, it has that beautiful soft radiance that I really, really love in my blushes and in my bronzers. I am actually going to toss this, but I really would like to repurchase this now that I don't have that many bronzers left. I'm going to have a freak out moment later. I already know this. Then last, but certainly not least, darlings, is this item bronzer called Cheek Money, I think. Or maybe it's called, I don't know. It says Cheek Money and Mood. I don't know. But here's what it looks like. I think I got it in my Ipsy bag, perhaps. But, ooh, baby, it's pretty, honey. I love the tone of it. I'm definitely going to keep this. Y'all, I think we did it. I don't think that this was 8 million years long. Yeah. What did you guys think? Do you think I did okay? I'm going to add everything up. You will see what I kept and what I decluttered up above. Yeah, I think I'm doing good, y'all. I'm really trying to be cutthroat. What of everything that I showed is your holy grail? Do I have anything that is your holy grail? Do I have things that you've been wanting to try? Comment down below. Let's chat. Thank you, beauty, so much. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.